So wait, that's a real background. That's not fake behind you, Jimmy.
No, we're really camping. Nikki. Nick.
Nicole!
Hello.
All right, folks, hope everyone is well. Rivian released some news today about delivery windows. So Tony Caravano from Rivian, of course, came on to give us the overview of that and to answer some questions. Please join us in the RS community where we will continue to talk about this. Also, as a little bit of a heads up, and thank you to Tony and Team Rivian again for letting us interview Eileen and Sophia. They're from the CMF team, so colors, materials, and finish. It was a great discussion about exterior, interior, all things Rivian, so please subscribe if you want to see that coming next week. But for now, delivery window updates with Tony. Tony, great to see you. Thank you for being here with us. Jimmy's in Georgia,
Absolutely.
Skylar's still in Texas, I'm still in Illinois. Are you in California today?
I am. I'm in California. I was excited to be able to listen to the interview with Sophia and Eileen. Was really excited. You know, when I came on last time, we promised a couple things. One of them was we just want to bring the stories that are happening, you know, within our walls to life for all of the community. So letting the folks who are brilliant and who do this and obsess over this work every day talk about it themselves rather than it being me, I think is special. The other thing that we promised was just getting more updates out even as they're being baked. So that's another thing that I'd love to talk to you all about as delivery windows are going out today or are on their way out today.
Yeah, hop right into it because my phone has notifications about delivery windows coming up. So as quickly as you want to, can you give us the high level, like the headlines?
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, again, I think it's important for us to sort of put into context. We have rolled out a lot of important information recently, tonneau cover information, PPF, coming out of production is new, delivery windows, and coming very soon is another update on Maxpack. So several things. Let's just drill in. First and foremost, since we just talked about color and materiality with Eileen and Sophia, really important updates just to make and to pull out of the letters and emails that went out. So one of those is just the fact that we are no longer producing the colors that you all just discussed, right? So that's Forest Edge with warm ash wood and Compass Yellow, Forest Edge and Red Canyon, and Forest Edge and Rivian Blue. And those I know it was a really fun segment in talking about those colors going away, and we have nicknames for them that the internet has sort of adopted, but those are configurations that some customer really loves. So these aren't easy decisions to make, but we have been talking a lot about simplification, and I think it's important for us to continue that theme so that we can speed up delivery to as many of you all as possible. So those configurations have gone away. We hope that in hearing from Eileen and Sophia, you learned some new color combos that will really inspire you and you'll be excited about. But we recommend to those customers changing their configurations. If you don't get around to doing it, our team, our guides, will make sure to reach out to you to encourage you to do so. But that's one of the important updates. It's a small number of people, but again, many of us have had a chance to take delivery of the vehicle color combinations that we love, and I know that taking something away isn't typically very easy or great news. One of the other pieces, just on that same note, is vegan leather interior accents, and I'm really personally excited about this. I think we talked about it in our last conversation. So both Ocean Coast and Black Mountain production is planned to begin at the beginning of 2023. So you can now see this in the configurator if you have the Adventure trim, or if you have Adventure. You can also see it in Vehicle Studio either way. And just like a slight change in nomenclature, now when we're talking about the wood trim, we'll call that Black Mountain plus Dark Ash Wood, for example, Ocean Coast plus Dark Ash Wood. And when you are talking about the vegan leather accents, it'll just be called Black Mountain or Ocean Coast. So just a slight change in nomenclature, probably just easy to help folks navigate, names and things that they've been using for a while. So that's the piece that's tied to the last part of the conversation. And any specific questions on that, or if not, I can just head into a few other updates.
Well, so Tony, I am curious, and I know people will be curious when they might be able to see those options in person.
Yeah, that's a really great question. Let me get back to you on that, Skylar. I don't have a date where we'll be able to have those in person. One of the first locations I hope to see it is in Venice, since it's so close to where I live, and we can send folks that visit the office here that I work out of to see it. But let me get back to you on that. It's a great question.
Perfect. Thank you.
Just give it to Jimmy and let him drive around the country.
Drive it around. I mean, I think that's the job that many of us want to sign up for, right? Is give me a Rivian, let me drive around, let me hit 15 states and just show everyone that's been chomping at the bit to see a Rivian. Let them see one.
So I was born for. Here we go. Good question.
Jimmy might debate too many people with that are pulling teardrop trailers. We might not be able to trust him with this job.
I'm going to open this up for a little bit of speculation. Does this new naming convention allow for, or is it to allow for, new variations in medium wood with Black Mountain or medium wood with?
No, we're not at that place. I wish that I was here to drop that sort of news for you. You asked for that pretty recently, man. I'm not sure that the design team has turned that around so fast, but we will make sure that Jeff knows that that's your ask.
Hey, I mean, well, there's just enough people that have asked for it, one, and two, Rivian can pivot. You guys can pivot.
Yep.
They're still working
With the
on
best of them.
simplification at this stage.
There it is.
Calm down,
I
boys.
understand 100%. I am completely on board. I'm
Jimmy.
a little hurt that,
Keep trying.
sir.
Every time we're going
I
to.
will.
Yep. Keep up.
I will.
agree,
I will.
but
I'm gonna keep
maybe
trying.
not on the deep purple. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the deep purple.
Dude,
Oh,
amen,
man.
Tony.
I would vote on getting a burnt orange just out to Skylar's house, a 1 of 1 just for Skylar to use.
Oh,
though.
man.
I would really a full burnt orange, not cane and red, full burnt orange.
Like,
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Dukes of Hazzard. Skylar. Go.
Well, let me walk you through a few others.
Please.
So first and foremost, like I think, at least for us, we believe that there's something to celebrate here, right? We've talked a lot about this product feature, essentially allowing you to see your delivery window in the account page. Now, it will become more and more dynamic over time, right? Like you all understand product, digital products and digital tools and features. It's going to become more dynamic. So all of the things that folks are going to email our team and ask about, when will it update real time? When will it, all of that stuff is really on the roadmap with the digital team. But I do want to stop and just acknowledge just the really, really hard work that the digital product team has done to make sure that this tool was here. We didn't launch it as early as we wanted to because there are just so many things that we're building, but I'm really, really proud of the team for pulling that work together. It also requires work from a ton of other teams, but one of the other teams, that we lean on so heavily here is the supply chain team as well, right? So helping us to get better at predicting when your vehicle will roll off the line. The supply chain team is also really critical there. So the account windows and those estimates are for our pre-order holders. So if you are a reservation holder, you will not see this until you're invited into the configurator yourself. And we'll have more information on that a little bit later. But I just want to be really clear, those who will receive windows today are pre-order holders. Just about 96% of our pre-order holders will receive a window today or have received a window today. Anyone that has not received a window will get one in the next refresh, which happens in January. So I think that's a really important point as well. Before folks run to pick up the phone, know that it'll say processing. We will get you a new window. There are some data points that are out there that we're working our way through for a small percentage of customers. So another really important piece for us to remember. Tens of thousands of our pre-order holders are receiving the same timing or slightly better timing in a subset of that group as well. What else is really critical to share? Maxpack. Maxpack is probably going to be the biggest news out of this bunch. And I think what I want to stress here is that this is again, getting back to the question you all asked, share more information as you have it. Don't wait for it to be baked fully. We are in the process of putting together some really exciting updates around Maxpack. So you see a shift to 2024 for Quad Max. That's brand new news, right? And that's going to be disappointing news for some of our Maxpack pre-order holders. We absolutely understand that. We're going to work on getting some more updates out as quickly as we can. I hope that happens in the next few weeks. Dual motor in the summer of 2023, that's a pull forward, right? So that's good news. That's something that's very exciting to see. And again, our product teams are working really hard. You all just said it. We can pivot. Our product teams are working hard to make sure that these things are moving pretty fluidly. I want to stress for the Maxpack group, because we have this conversation often at the Customer Engagement Center team, and that is, if is your preference, you've probably seen the community talk about how easy it is to charge and how easy it is to sort of get over that range anxiety. I still encourage everyone who doesn't have a very specific need to their lifestyle to take a large pack. We're making them now. Those are rolling off the line now. That will probably improve your delivery timing. So for those Maxpack customers out there, completely understand that today's news is not the most ideal for you. But for those of you that are sort of on the cusp or on the edge, I do think that there is some thought to be given to changing your configuration to large. Tonneau cover as well. So we sent out recent communications around tonneau, as you all know. If you are a customer that changed your tonneau cover configuration after hearing about changes to the power tonneau, you can be super confident that the window that you receive is accurate today. So that piece has been already handled and taken care of for you. And as we think about what this looks like moving forward, an important piece is, again, we are going to make this update every 3 months. So January, April, July, October of each year, we'll make these updates. Over time, this will speed up. This will become more dynamic, but just for predictability, just for planning purposes, so that you all know these are the next cadences that we'll see. And really important, if you reconfigure today, change your delivery address, your window will change to say processing, right? So until the next update, it'll say processing. So it's an important piece. We know that it says processing. We've done that to signal to you that we did receive your request. So just sit tight. We will then update it in the next one. So again, the next update of delivery windows for us will be in January. So those are the primary updates that I think are the most critical, sort of nested within these emails that are going out to different groups today. But windows are up in account now.
Great job. Tons of info. Skylar, go.
Yeah, lots of info. I will say, I know that it is going to be painful for some of those Maxpack reservation holders, especially those that have already been holding out for Maxpack for a while. The good news, in my opinion, is Jimmy predicted, and I don't know whether this was ever public, that Maxpack was going to be completely canned. And
I've told Jimmy he's wrong. He's wrong here. So it is the good news is that Jimmy isn't right here. What I'd love to do, I like just saying that Jimmy isn't right. No, what I would love to have the opportunity to do is to sort of break some more important information here. I'm not well versed enough right now to start talking about things like cell chemistry and the advances that the team is making. So I'm going to sit tight on Maxpack. But I think this is what we were asked to do, right? So get some momentum out there around updates that we know are coming. So here's what we've got for you, the best information we have today, and a sit tight. Maxpack specifically, we are coming back to you within weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Well, the good news is that it was not canceled completely. If you still want it or need it, then you will be able to get it. But now there's a little bit of clarity around when.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can Can you clarify one delivery window or estimated delivery window that I have seen already within RS? There's a January to December 24. Is that the entire year of 24?
Yeah, that's essentially what we've said is that's a really great question. Thank you for that one. Essentially, what we have a ton of fidelity, right? We have short delivery windows, so they're either 1 to 2 month windows or they are 1 to 3 month windows. We get into tranches that are a little bit longer. Maybe that's half a year or that's a full year, and that means sort of as we move through the calendar, we're going to give you even greater fidelity around your configuration. So as we get closer to that window in 24, you will be down to a 1 to 3 month window as well. One quick update that I also almost forgot to share is that we've got some really cool Easter eggs in the UI. So we were just talking about you all wanting to talk to the software team. They've done some fun work around the theme of Make It Spooky for Halloween. So if that's your thing, we'd love for folks to sort of post and share when they find those. We'd love to see people sort of hold off on sharing how you find them and where they are, because we want people to explore and understand more about the UI. So again, another one of those moments where you're just really proud of the teams that are able to pull this off in addition to their day jobs. So hope you all find them yourselves as well.
I saw a little riddle on Instagram today. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah, now I just need that OTA because it's the weekend before when these Easter eggs start popping up. So I need the update, Tony.
Like generally speaking, just thank you all for having us back. Would love to know, a list of other folks that the community would like to hear from. I've already received a request for someone for the team from the Rebel Rally to be a part of a future RS. So we'll put that on the list with our comms team here. But just let us know who else people would like to be inspired by, or what behind the scenes stories you'd like to hear about. I think that this is a really great format to bring some folks out from their day jobs to share.
We're super honored. It was really fun. Between Jimmy, Skylar, and I, we'll make a post to try and maybe curate some of these questions where this video will go. So we'll try and help all we can as well to sort of answer questions and get to the bottom. And then, Tony, we can ask you guys if we don't know the answer. So between them and us, thanks to the community for tuning in and for all your great questions as well.
We love it. Thank you all.
Yep.
Have a good weekend.
All right, folks, that's it for this one. Again, catch the entire episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app. Until the next video, we'll be hanging out at rivianstories.com, so we hope to see you there.